Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Proline Daily, the longest-running sports handicapping show in America. Comes to you direct from Las Vegas. NBA, NHL, and baseball on the board tonight. Jim Feist can't make it today, but John Cranton's here. I'm Dave Cokin, and Jim's NBA roll is 97-56 with the Celtics coming through as a big play last night.
Yeah, he's just seeing it all right. A tremendous run here. And he's got two NBA plays going tonight, Thursday, including an Inner Circle release, as well as another one of those TV showdowns. You can find the TV showdown for $25 at jimfeist.com, along with an NHL 3-pack and, of course, baseball. And here's his Thursday special. He also has a $500 high roller release going tonight. You can get 3 days, 3 full days of these high roller releases, a $1,500 value, by calling Thursday for just $30 at 866-546-9467 or go to jimfeist.com.
And I had an easy total winner yesterday on the Reds and Brewers over. Went over by the 4th inning. And then lost the night game of the Dodgers, 3-0 lead late, and the bullpen blew it. Well, it's going to happen sometimes. One play today. It's a total. I think it's a really good play, particularly with the weather forecast factored in. And that game is available right now on the website for $25 at jimfeist.com. Spurs and Memphis. Spurs trying to close things out tonight. Grizzlies trying to stay alive. It's been home cooking in this series, John. All 5 games have gone the home team's way, and they've gotten the money each time as well. So Memphis is hoping that streak will continue as they look to force the 7th game. The Grizzlies, at least in the home games, have been very good in their matchups with San Antonio.
Yeah, they sure have. And if you include the regular season, it's a perfect 9-0 with the home court with these teams. So it's really remarkable. We see the money in Vegas coming in on the favorite here. The Spurs up to 5 at some places. The total down a little bit to 189. But I can't back the road team in this one. You know, the Memphis Grizzlies play that great defense. They got that terrific front court. And when their backs have been to the wall, they've come through. They were down 2-0. Coming home for Game 3, perfect time to, pack it in or get frustrated against the higher-seeded team. They didn't. They played great. They won that game 105-94. They shot 50% as a team, and they won the turnover battle 12-5. And then they evened it up on this court in Game 4 the last time they were here. Won overtime, but they had a terrific edge in rebounding of 51-37, and here they are in the same kind of spot again. So I'm not going to be going against Memphis in this one. Keep in mind that the home team is 5-0 ATS, as you mentioned, and San Antonio has had a tough matchup for a while as the Grizzlies are 6-3 against the spread. Can't really call the total, but I'm primed for a Game 7. I think Memphis takes it all the way.
Yeah, I would lead to both home teams tonight. Kind of like the Bucks, kind of like the Grizzlies. We'll talk a little more about the Bucks in a bit. Yankees and Red Sox. The rivalry continues tonight. Severino was sensational last night. And the Red Sox are not hitting the baseball at all. This is bizarre. They're dead last in the majors with 11 homers. They're going under like crazy. I know they've had injury and illness problems, but it's just amazing how lethargic this offense has been. You think they missed Big Papi a little bit? Wow. The pitching has been strong, and the pitching is an edge for them tonight. I mean, Chris Sale has much better numbers than Tanaka at this point. Sale's been really good. He's 1-1, so it's not showing in the win-loss column, but it is in the ERA column. I mean, he's been sensational, less than 1 ERA. I think he's going to probably do a number on the Yankees tonight. But can the Red Sox get enough offense to win the game? It's tough to justify them as good-sized chalk because they're not hitting. I think they might hit tonight, so I would lean Red Sox in the game. But at this point, the Yankees might be a little bit of a value team. I know they're only 11-9 overall, but they're a scary-looking team right now. Here come the Judge. That's .1. Ellsbury's hitting the ball well. Headley is playing out of his mind. I mean, he's been absolutely fantastic for the Yankees early on. They're a pretty good-looking baseball team right now, and if Severino, if what he's doing is the real thing, this team's going to be in the race all year long because he's pitching like an ace. And they become even more dangerous if Tanaka starts to really find his groove. But he's had command issues early in the season. He's been missing. He's been kind of wild in the strike zone, and he's been getting hit. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I like this Yankee team. I like the way they've turned things around with the youth movement just in the last year and a half. And all right, they're on a 3-3 run the last 6 on this road trip, but still 11-3 overall, playing very well, top 10 in runs scored and top 10 in on base percentage too. It's a good young offense they have. And Tanaka, here he is, a big dog, and normally you would back him in that sense, so I wouldn't be backing Sale. On the other hand, Tanaka's been not very good on the road this season with an ERA over 11. That's the erratic part of them. But the total here is 7.5. It seems kind of high for a Sox team that isn't hitting, as you mentioned. Maybe they're going to bring back George Scott as well as Big Pappy to this lineup. But the thing about the Red Sox offense, I'm actually not worried about it. I think they're going to hit and be a top 5 team as far as runs. Yeah, they're number 19 right now. They've looked anemic at times. They got shut down again last night. But keep in mind, they're top 3 in baseball in on-base percentage. And that's their strategy, to take pitches, wear out the opposing pitcher, draw walks, get on base. Yeah, you're going to strand more runners. Yeah, you're going to hit into double plays, and that can be frustrating. But it's a part of their philosophy to just try and get on, because over the course of a full season, that's going to pay off and score runs. The fact that they're in the top 3 right now, I think, is a very positive sign that they're going to break out of this offensive lethargy at some point. And then there's Chris Sale. This guy is Sandy Koufax.
Great.
He's just incredible. Yeah, we all knew he was great, but and what's amazing is the White Sox couldn't score any runs for him, and now his new team is struggling too. But he's just in one heck of a groove. I think the way I'd look at tonight's game is an under, because the Red Sox are on a 26-9-3 run under the total, counting last night's game, and then Sale. Why not on the run line at plus money? It's like plus 113 if you want to bet the side on the game because of Tanaka's road struggles. But should be a good one, and I would lean toward the under tonight, Dave.
In game 1 of what might be the best NHL playoff series we see all spring, although obviously all the series have been tremendous so far. The Penguins, though, they're off a 4-game sweep against Columbus, and or was it 5 games? No, they were 4-1, right? So
5 games.
They're playing tremendous hockey, and well, the Capitals had their problems with Toronto, but they did get warm as the series went along, and I don't think you can knock what Washington did. It's just that Toronto played really well in the series. Now the public is betting the Penguins in this game. It's a pretty good. It's basically a 2 out of 3. Count on the tickets on the underdog, but the line's going up from 135 to 140. The sharper dollars are on the Washington Capitals in this game. This is going to be a tremendous series. Pittsburgh's offense is sensational. The Capitals can score plenty of goals themselves. You get the feeling you might see some offense in this series, particularly when either team gets in the power play, because these are 2 very dangerous power plays. So. Should be fun. I lean to Washington tonight, but not enough to play it.
I lean toward you with the fact that these are 2 speedy offenses. You're going to have some high-scoring games. One team scores a goal, the other team then has to change their strategy and really go all out offensively. That can open up spots down the other end with some soft defense. But, yeah, there's a lot of offensive powerhouse with these teams. Pittsburgh tops in the NHL. They got that speed on offense, 3rd on the power play. And then Washington, they really can play any style, a dominant defensive team, but also so much power on offense. The way I look to tonight's game and the whole series would be an offensive show, because you got so much speed on offense. Washington had their troubles defensively at times with that Toronto team, which is very similar, speedy, young offensive team. Tough to back the favorite here, because Washington, when they got 3 or more days rest, they're 1-7, which is kind of inexplicable, and the Pittsburgh is so strong. But when Pittsburgh plays the Eastern Conference, 34-16 over the total, I think it's going to be a fun, close series. I wouldn't be backing the favorite much in each of these games, but I would be looking for high-scoring games.
If you want to get free plays every day and a recorded message from our Vegas experts, the number to call is 888-294-1970. And I'll mention that my free play for the day on the show, the Bucks -1 to extend the series to 7 games against Toronto. Excuse me. Not strong enough to make my card, which again consists of just 1 baseball game today. It's a very thin to win day today for me. But if I were going to go one more play, it would be the Bucks -1.
All right, and if you want to get free plays sent right to your cell phone each day from Jim Feist and the gang, just text GAME, G-A-M-E, to 258 877. And don't forget Jim's special 3 days of high rollers starting on Thursday. These are $500 plays a piece. There's a baseball high roller going tonight. 3 days for $30. Just call 866-546-9467.
And thanks for joining us. We'll do it again on Friday with another edition of Proline Daily from Las Vegas.